Hi, John. Happy birthday. I got a little help with me today. My daughter is doing the video and she's going to be the interrogator. So
All right.
tell John happy birthday.
Happy birthday, John. All right. So Dad, when did you first meet Mr. Murphy?
Well, I think it was back in the 4th grade at Assumption Grade School, if you remember back that far, John.
Yeah, you're pretty old, Dad.
I know. Sister Laura. And back then it was Murphy and Herbert. That was back when we still walked to school from where we lived. But I don't recall a whole lot about grade school because I don't think we hung in the same circles. But I know we remember a lot of the same people. Guys like Andy Curran. And do you remember when Andy... Do you remember we were altar boys, John? Can you believe that?
Oh my gosh.
Remember when Andy took a bunch of hosts after Mass one day and came out to the playground and passed out communion to everybody? See, I'm telling stuff my daughter probably hasn't heard yet.
Nope.
But we still had nuns for teachers all the way up through the 8th grade. But I just remember all the troublemakers that, and we were in that group, but we weren't the worst. We had Ronnie Day and Greg Whirling and Ronnie Mallerwine and Tom Mallory. I think some of those guys were driving to school in the 7th grade.
So what do you recall about high school, Dad?
Well, at LaSalle High School, I recall the teachers that we had, Mr. Kennedy and Vince Halloran, Mr. Hastings, Mr. Blazer. I remember we had Mr. Reeder for chemistry, and we used to pass notes down the trough in the chemistry lab. We used to turn the water on, and I'd float notes to you in the back of the class. And then there was biology with Mr. Rasso, who I got in trouble one class, and he came up and hit me in the back of the head, and you were sitting next to me, and he was getting ready to hit you, but you managed to dodge the aftermath of that one. So I remember basketball. You were one of the star basketball players on the team. The funny one you told me was about Coach Katie, who after during a St. X game at halftime, you went down to the locker room, and he was consoling you on having you guys were losing at halftime, but I think he thought the game was over, and I don't know if it was you or Hasselbeck or Shapker or who it was that said, Coach, we still got another half to play. Oh, and then we had a cast of characters at LaSalle, Ralph Talkers and Bob Angle, and of course the infamous Tim Fisher. John Toma, can't forget him. And then when we were probably seniors, we started going down to Jay Alexander's and listening to some of our favorite bands, Haymarket Riot and Mushroom Jim's, and I'm sure we I'm sure we had fake IDs and never drank anything, right?
Yeah, right. All right. Did you go to college with Mr. Murphy?
No, I went off to the Navy, and John went off to the University of Cincinnati. So while I was in the Navy, I hung around with Dave a lot. But after the Navy and got back in town, I remember going to see John play gigs around town, Wooden Nickel at the Millcroft, and lots of neat places. We went to see John Sebastian at the Cincinnati Zoo, and I remember he had his new young child Tom with him. He was probably not even 2 or 3. That was fun. And
what was your best memory?
well, we had a funny thing happen while we were in high school, and I won't go into detail, but all I'll say, John, is bah.
What?
You get to explain that, John.
All right, anything
So
else?
I remember all your trips to Cincinnati. We've had lots of memories at the Red Squirrel, meeting there for breakfast with Bob and Tim and Dave, and sometimes a few others. I want to thank you for playing the gig at the Wine and Dine this year, and I think we ought to do Nashville in the fall here. So you've been a great friend. You still are a great friend. And happy birthday. 60 is just a number, and have a great time. Your accomplishments are many with your writing career and all your stuff at University of Central Arkansas. You've got a great family, and I'm proud to call you my friend. Thanks, John, and have a great birthday.